Hello, everybody, and welcome to Suddenly Saturday Cards and Coffee with Fawn. Isn't that a enjoyable day? I think so. Now, oh my, they are just waiting for everything to kind of crashy out there, and it's getting so exciting. We've got some great cards for today. And we're just going to get right into it because it's Saturday and I'm going to go outside and enjoy myself and ground myself here pretty soon. But I want to get you guys taken care of because we need to really listen to the messages that are coming through. Oh, by the way, we're all playing this game. We're going to keep playing this game because we are getting a lot of people hitting the magic manifestation wish button, which is the like button. That's giving me the idea of how many people are coming in here with their masculine, feminine, and inner child. Let's play a game. I want you to make a wish when you hit the like button and make it normal, make it not crazy, not I'm going to win $1 billion, but something you want to manifest in your life, something small, but you want to play with it. So I suggested like $20 by next Friday. You need for gas, or you haven't heard from somebody in a long time. You want them to call, and just try to manifest and play with your manifestation because we are all that, and we need to. It won't hurt you to share that you manifested. It really won't. It won't hurt you at all. So let's try to play this game. Let's try to show I did it. I didn't have to hit the likey button, but I made my wish and I'm trying to manifest it. Now, there's something else. I try to heal. So I'm trying to learn how to heal things. And my dog got injured about a year and a half ago, his back leg. And it wasn't that he couldn't walk on it, but he limped and he favored it. And there was like a lump on the inside. And we really don't visit vets because they give vaccines and all kinds of that stuff. And the dogs already had vaccines and they only need them once. So we feed our dogs natural food, a homemade food that I make. We don't feed them kibbles out of a bag. So we took initiative when we quit smoking a year and a half ago to take care of our pets better and let them eat better. So they eat fruits and vegetables and, brown rice and chicken and things like that. So my husband said to me, he goes, "How's that back leg on Popper?" And I said, "Well, Popper isn't limping anymore. He was just limping a little. He was favoring the leg. I figured he had pulled it because they like to chase squirrels. And he's the oldest dog we have. He's 6. So I said, let it naturally heal. I'll keep an eye on it and I'll do when I'm manifesting, when I'm meditating, I'll put my hand on it and I'll try to do some healing to it. So I've been doing that for about a year. Nothing is instantaneously. His leg is back to normal. It was looking funky. It's back to normal, and that lump was almost gone. So he either did it naturally or I have been healing him with my energy. Either way, I didn't have to take him to the vet. They probably would have did surgery. He would have been messed up. It would have been messed up for the rest of his life. And I wanted to try to gradually, he wasn't in pain. He didn't yipe. He didn't whine. He was just favoring it a little bit. So I just kept an eye on him. And it took me, I'd say about a year. It's been about a year. It's a year and a half since they've had their natural food. And he has come a long way. The lump is almost gone and his leg has healed. So yeah, I think it was inflammation around the muscle because he pulled something. And that inflammation, I had been rubbing it, trying to put pressure points a little bit on the inflammation to get it down. And it's working. So I was really happy about that. We don't have to run to the vet every time, unless it's drastic. If it's drastic, we run to the vet. Now, we got the 2 of air. This is duality, polarity, separation, unity, integration, choice, and big picture. Yeah, this is the big picture. This is like the choice card. I always look at this as the choice card. And if you see, he's got his hands clasped like prayer and they're lit up. And it's black and white. Everything is basically black and white. It's either yes or no. The Two of Air cautions against taking a black and white approach to life. To do so is to move through life with a closed mind and eyes that only see part of what is. It is to refuse to look at the bigger picture. Are you taking a rigid and inflexible stance when an open mind and heart is needed? Understanding is required, and that means accepting that sometimes there is no right or wrong. Sometimes both parties can be right and both parties can be wrong. Embracing the spectrum of color that is life's opens the mind and in turn reveals that there is more than just the right choice or the wrong choice available. Yeah, I think that's great guidance for a suddenly Saturday, because we have to think about the guidance, because if you really look at this card, he's got the balance beams right here. I'm losing cards right here, and it is black and white. I mean, look at the face. It's black or white, the dark or the light. You can't see his eye behind his hair, but here you can. So here he's blinded by it. He's in the darkness, but here he can see. So that is just an open-minded card to me. It's a choice, and we have to look at all of our choices before we jump right into something and take offense to things and look at things the way they are. I try not to get angry anymore. I try not to get mad. I try to stay neutral and I try not to judge. And I'll tell you what, all that stuff is so hard because we went through life, even if we're having a conversation about somebody, we still seem to be judging them. So a conversation about somebody else is probably not a good thing to do because you're still judging them. If you're having a conversation where that you're talking about they should do this, why did they do this, why did they do that, blah, 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 blah. That's us critiquing them. Let's not do that. That's not fun. I stop myself from, I'm really working on my triggers, everybody. I really think that we have so many triggers we were not aware of. As we work on them, we realize and go, wow, I did that. I felt like that. Why did I do that? Yeah. Uh, we also got the Three of Earth. And I love this guy. He is playing with a squirrel. He is helping the squirrel with his acorns, and he's got magic right there. This is ambition, sowing seeds, groundwork, energy investment, sacrifice, fertility, and outcomes. Time to make preparations, risk future goals and ambitions, investment, sacrifice equals reward. A time of restriction or adversity, increasing opportunity. People notice commitment and dedication. Be sure of your motives, maintain intimacy and connection. The Three of Earths asks that you be sure of your motives, as they will play a defining role in the outcome and manifestation, for instance. If your goal to be successful and powerful is based on a need to feel you are of higher standard than others, you will quite likely be knocked from your pedestal. If your desire is to possess and control, you may well meet with loss and chaos instead. Keep in mind that in all things, you will reap what you sow. If you want instant gratification, you may find you are met with disappointment. If you spend all your time worrying and second guessing yourself, you may find yourself making more mistakes. The Three of Earth also cautions against becoming so focused on your goals that you forget to consider the emotional needs of those around you and give the appearance of being insensitive and selfish. Do not create distance between yourself and those you love. Intimacy and connection are essential, especially if those you love are the reason you seek to better yourself and your future prospects. I completely agree with that. We may manifest things that we want, but when ego pops in and you're trying to better yourself to be better than everybody else, it isn't going to work. Now, that is the Dreams of Gaia Oracle. And I have clarifying cards for both of those cards, which I was not doing. But I'm not ready today at all. I had to do some things today, and I wanted to get this reading done, but I am so not ready. The Seven of... Okay, I know what I did. Okay. Now, when I got this card last night, for some unknown reason, my midnight meditation, I decided to clarify the clarified card because we got... I had to make notes for myself because we had got some interesting cards with this card and the next card. So I decided to clarify the clarifying, because we got, for that one, we got the Seven of Swords, and this is the Oceanic Tarot. And the Seven of Swords is protect your assets and examine the motives of others carefully. Be on your guard. Black to white. This was the clarifying card. So I wanted to ask, what are we on guard for? What is going on with the clarifier card? And I got the Moon, which is a number 18, which is a 9. And it's illusion. And I always look at this card. The seals are looking at the moon. They're not paying attention to the lobster in the background. So what aren't we paying attention to in the background? Give yourself time to work out the best way forward. Your intuition holds the answer. Pay attention to its messages through feelings and dreams rather than rely on a logical approach to a problem. The unconscious, doubt, decision, dilemmas, sadness, and the past, fear. Someone, either us or someone, are in this right now. We're balancing some decisions, and there is going to be loss. Are we making the right decisions? Because there is illusion involved. Is it the right decision or is it an illusion? Be careful with any decisions. Really step back and look at them and take your time with those decisions. Now, the Earth card, the Three of Cups, I did a clarifier for that one, and we got the Four of Cups. Look for inspiration. Renew your faith that life can bring you what you need. Yeah, look at this card. This is the clarifier for this card. What is he bringing to the squirrel what he needs? His little acorns. That's what it's telling us, that even though he's helping a squirrel, it could be someone helping us with something. And we have that one for that. The Four of Cups is boredom. So we need to renew the faith that life can bring you what you need. And life is bringing this little squirrel what he needs at this moment. So that's kind of interesting. But now I wanted to clarify the boredom card, because that's kind of like I'm bored. Okay, what else is happening in the story? So now we got the 10, the Wheel of Fortune, to clarify the boredom card. The wheel is not so much a doing card as a receiving card, so enjoy and appreciate the good fortune that comes to you now. Go with the flow. All aspects of your life are boosted with the wheel as you move forward, and allow fate to take you in your destined life direction. Card also shows that you will be feeling generally optimistic and able to make the most of your luck, turning unexpected opportunity into great decisions that change everything for the better. An additional meaning of this card is clairvoyance, so your intuition is heightened, or the person you are reading for is developing spirituality. So you may be bored right now, okay? But you have a destiny going forward. So we get in our little boredom states, but why are we bored? Why aren't we thinking about our future and what we're doing now? We shouldn't be bored. There's nothing to be bored about. Go meditate. Go relax, go zen, go do something. Go think about what you want to do. There's no reason anybody has to be bored. There's plenty to do. Now, we did get the 8 of Fire. This is transformation through action, change on a physical level. It's time to act, give something a new purpose, transmute negative energy, a renewed sense of purpose. Don't be lazy. Inaction may yield unwelcome changes. So we just went from getting what you need when you need it. He's providing the squirrel with acorns, okay? Because he's bored. But he wouldn't be bored. They wouldn't be bored if they think of their destination, because they do have the Wheel of Fortune. But then we get the 8 of Fire, which is transformation through action. So what this is telling me is don't be lazy. If you're bored, it's because you're being lazy and you're not doing nothing with your mind, body, or spirit. And this one's lighting the fire under our butt for transformation and action. It's time to act. Why are you bored? You're not acting. Give something a new purpose. What are we creating? What do we want to create for our lives? Let's think about that. The 8 of Fire symbolizes transformation through action change on a physical level that brings freedom and joy. It is time to start a new job or quit one. It is time to move house because the one you are living in restricts and hampers you. Or it is time to lose a little bit of weight and increase your mobility and physical fitness. It is time to set yourself free of unnecessary weight, whether it is physical, emotional, or psychological, so you can move through life with more ease. If you need to make real changes in your life, now is the time to do it. No more thinking, no more planning, and no more dreaming. Now is the time to get up off the couch, to act, transform yourself or your life, or to take an idea, a possession, something in your life or space, and repurpose or transform it. It may be something as simple as painting a room, making it brighter and lighter. Maybe it is time to clean house from one end to the other, banishing dust and cobwebs, getting rid of all that serves no purpose or is broken and unused. Regardless, this is a time of action and change, and it is a change that once experienced will bring you a sense of freedom, of weight lifted. You will feel reborn and will face the future with a renewed sense of purpose, regardless of what it is. Time to transmute one state of being into another. It's time to act and to enjoy. I really think that card is a great, the pollen's been really high down here. Sorry, my eyes have been itching. I think that's a great message for all of us. Sometimes we tend to get lazy and then we say we're bored. There's so much to do. Now, that was the last of the Dreams of Gaia Oracle. But we still have some Oceanic Tarot. Now, the 4 of Pentacles. Oh, wait. No, we do have another card. We have a clarifier and we have another card in here. Yep, we do. I'm wrong. That's why I write them down, because I had so many cards. And if I don't write them down after my midnight meditation, I'll wake up and not remember everything. So we got the 3 of Wands in that. And that's motivation. Think laterally. Try new ways to fire your communication and creativity. Yeah, that's what the 8 of Fire told us to do. And this is the clarifier for that. But now I wanted to get a clarifier again, because this is kind of saying the same thing as the Fire card set. So we got the 6 of Swords. I think. Where'd you go? Yeah, there you are. Okay. We get the 6 of Swords for a clarifier for that. And it says, go with the flow of life. There's no need to resist change. Motivation, and get your butt up off the couch. The destiny. You're not bored. You're just playing dead on the couch. You're bored because you're playing dead on the couch. Everything will come to you some way, some shape or form. Okay. And don't fall for the illusions. They're out there. So that was the fire card. Now we got the 11 of water. And this is an amazing card. This is emotion and intellect, love, fear, expression, suppression, head, heart, ease, disease, influence of emotional disharmony. Both love and fear motivate. Is fear the more dominant force? Unvoiced emotions must be expressed. Address unhealthy imbalances. Suppress emotions, create dis-ease. Seek a productive means of emotional release. Be proactive and mindful of your emotions. We need to really be careful with this card because this is an emotion card. And if you see, she is all water. She has source above her. She's got fire around her. She's got purple. She's blind. She's under the sea, and her third eye is lit up. Her heart chakra is lit up, and she's got hearts in the water. She's got gold on her lip. She's got a dragon below her. So the 11 of water has a simple and direct meaning. It appears in this reading today. It is upright meaning symbol, a potential imbalance that needs to be addressed. The first card that we got had the balance beam on it. We have a balance that's not balanced. That was the last card of this, the Dreams of Gaia. Now we still have some clarifiers for that. We have the Four of Pentacles on that one. And that is security. Enjoy this period of calm and order, but stay open to new possibilities too. Keep looking for new ways to expand your empire. Yeah, the emotional intellect is kind of telling us that. And we got the Knight of Pentacles for a clarifier for that, and that's loyalty. So we got this one. We got security and we got loyalty in all those cards as clarifiers. Hard graft may not be exciting, but the results will bring you great fulfillment. Order, planning, trust, work, property, investment, and progress. We are in a level up playing field right now. We are either leveling up and we're going forward with what's happening in our world, or we're staying stagnant, curled up in a ball on the couch, wondering what the hell to do. So what I have to say to that is it's your choice to stay curled up on the couch on a ball and say, what the hell do I do? Or go out there and do what you need to do. The other card we got was the 14, the Angel of Ocean. And this has the golden infinity symbol sideways. She's got the two golden cups. She's cheering. You will need to work a little magic now to reconcile opposites. Be patient and compassionate, and you will get everything done. Balance, reconciliation, patience, flow, compassion, finances, and angels. What's this telling? Everything is balanced. Everything has been balanced. If we are not balanced, we are chaotic. Our life is chaotic. Think about it. The first card we got was the polarity with the balance beams. Every card has been boredom, get off the couch, you're out of balance, everything. We have to be in balance. And I know some days I'm not in balance and I have to go meditate, take a 20-minute nap or something to get back aligned. You have to realign yourself. Nobody's going to do it for you. You have to do it for yourself. And we all get out of balance. It's nothing unusual. So don't feel like you're the lonely, unbalanced person in the flock out there, because you're not. The Three of Swords is heartache. Feel the pain and see the truth of the matter. This situation has happened for a reason. This is heartbreak, sorrow, betrayal, loss, affairs of the heart, and breakup and tears. Now, we did get lost, but I clarified it, and I clarified that one too. With the loss, we got the Three of Cups, which is reunion. Be carefree, enjoy the company of those who make you laugh. It sounds like there's going to be a breakup at first, but then there's going to be a reunion, because the cups are the reunion card. And that was the final card in the Dreams of Gaia and the Oceanic Tarot. Now, we got more cards. We always got more cards with coffee and cards. Now, this is the Practical Magic. It's a nice thick book. It's got a lot of meanings, a lot of different things. And we got a 30, a time to play, Woodland Queen. We're playing right here. We're manifesting. We're trying. We're hitting the magic wish button and manifesting and practicing manifestation. That is our Woodland Queen play. And look at all the little animal. And you know, she's got the 2 rabbits, which is spring. We're in spring, and we've been getting bunnies. We've got 5 rabbits now, which is change. So we got the deer. She's got the fox. We had the red fox card a few days ago. She's got the coon, which coons are very intelligent. And then she's got the little bear. So she's got it. Plus she's got gold around her. She's got gold in her crystal ball. And she has energy flying around up here on her twigs and over here. Create for the joy of it, not for the end results. Allow yourself to be messy and imperfect and free from constraints or limits. You don't have to be good at something to have fun doing it. It's today goal-oriented world. It's easy to forget how to play, be curious, and create for the sheer joy of it. While kids are happy to make glorious, unself-conscious art or sing tunelessly at the top of their lungs at some point in the growing up stage, most people decide to only do things they're good at. Nowadays, with tutorials, courses, books, and online instructions on any topic you can imagine, there's pressure to be good at everything you attempt and to give up if you're not brilliant the first time you try. But you don't have to be a professional artist to find pleasure in painting or an acclaimed chef with your own restaurant to love experimenting with food. You don't need to be an expert sculptor before you start playing with clay or a full-time jeweler to create meaningful pieces that make you smile. If doing something makes you happy, do it regardless of your skill or talent or lack thereof. When this card comes to you, it's a message to surrender to the wildness of your imagination and give your inner child free reign. Play. See, I keep telling you, come in here and hit that magic wish button, that magic wish manifestation button, the likey button, and be playful. Start manifesting. Learn how to do it. Practice it. What do you got to lose? Nothing. And paint and draw and sing and write and dance and craft without worrying about the end product, needing it to have a purpose or even trying to improve. Do something you've been too scared to even attempt because of the pressure you put on yourself to be good at it. Follow your joy, reveal it in your mediocrity, and appreciate the process of expressing yourself rather than focusing on the finished product. Be aware of your tendency towards perfectionism and consciously release it. If you're too focused on being perfect, you'll always be disappointed in your creation. And that will discourage you, halt and flow of inspiration, and stop your natural ability to express what's in your heart. This is a time to play and create with joyful abandon. To thrive creatively, you must give yourself permission to make mistakes. Be messy and explore freely without expectations or concerns for the outcome. Pottery, mugwonky, portraits more surreal than you'd hoped, songs more speech than melody, dance more clumsy than graceful. Do it anyway. Magic flows when you let go of self-consciousness and self-criticism and the drive to be perfect. Accept that you don't have to be good at everything you do. Your job, yes, but not the things you do for fun. Give yourself permission to be terrible. Who knows? Once you start, you might discover talents you had no idea about. Maybe you'll love it and want to take classes to get better. Or maybe you'll just reveal in being spectacularly bad at it, and honor and appreciate the experience and the unpressured fun of it all. You don't have to make a career out of a hobby. Let go of targets and results and embrace joy, freedom, mess, and play. Connect again with your childlike sense of wonder, awe, and curiosity. Just be you. Be all the things you've always wanted to be, but were too scared to try. Have compassion for yourself and for the dreams you crushed because you thought you weren't good enough. Dance, soar, paint, sculpture, move, sew, garden, bake, color in. Express yourself, your heart, your joy, and your wild curiosity with complete freedom. Remember that you are more than your productivity, more than your achievements and your work self. Life should also include things that are done for no reason other than fun. Be silly, laugh loudly, embrace joy, take a risk, try something new, fail spectacularly, go on adventures, submerge yourself fully. Hold on to your wonder, cherish the journey of life, not just the goal. Find pleasure in small moments of joy and treasure them, acknowledge them, and know there will be more ahead. I love that card. See, I keep telling everybody we need to play. So you come in, you manifest something you want, you hit the magic wish button, and you start manifesting. What's so hard about that? Seems like it's hard. I don't know. Is it hard? I don't think it's hard. It's not doing anything for me. I mean, it's just showing me that everybody's manifesting and playing, and I love it. With gratitude, I love it. So the next cards we got are the Messenger Oracle. Excuse me. This is a thin book, but these have really good messages. I love the cards in this deck. This was my Christmas present. Be honest. And this is the front of the book. This is the back of the cards. This is the front of the book. Be honest. Sometimes being honest can be difficult. However, truthfulness can bring clarity and increase understanding. Be honest to yourself. Do not lessen your personal power by accepting an easy or kind lie over a harder or harsher truth. Expect and demand honesty from yourself and those who share your life. And you will not only walk in the light, you will be the light. This is a great card. The crown is lit up with gold. The third eye is wide open and she's using her intuition, and she's got water flowing from her eyes and her mouth. Now the next card that we got, and I really like this card. This card kind of reminds me of the crown. Challenge your perception, and this is all gold with a gold sword. You cannot challenge an outdated perception or one born from lack of understanding. If you are unwilling to put aside your feelings and beliefs and embrace another's point of view, to do so makes you aware of the whole and stands you up on high, where you can see that both parties involved in a dispute can act against an injustice. Both can be right, both can be wrong, and what one may perceive to be harmful may be seen as both healing and beneficial by the other. We just heard the same thing on a different card. It was very, very similar. Yeah, our perception is really muffled because we want to be so right in an argument, and the other person wants to be so right in an argument. And what if they were both right about something? Just differences, but both right. And what if both were wrong? So we have to think about that. I mean, we all presume that, oh, if I'm wrong, then they're right. No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. We got to think about that one. We got to think a lot before we judge. And this is change is unavoidable. And what's interesting about this card, let me look at it for a minute more. Okay. He's got, let's dissect this card a little bit. Over here in the darkness, he's got a skull. Okay. And he's got a butterfly right under the moon. He's got a lion right above his third eye, which is wide open. And that is courage and strength. He also has the Celtic knot above him. He is all earth. And he's got a dragonfly underneath the sun over here, and he's got a snake wrapped around him, shedding his old skin, the snake. And there is a black egg over here that is cracking with the sun coming out. We've seen the black egg before with the gold coming out. So is this where we're coming from and going to? And is this the golden egg again? Change is unavoidable. Every second of every day you undergo change. Your perception is altered by what you see, feel, and experience from one moment to the next. Your body ages and moves closer to death with every breath. Autumn will always come to the end, the bounty of summer, and a new hope of spring will always follow the winter. Change is all around you. Do not let your fear bind you to the past and prevent you from enjoying your present and future. Stop fighting. You cannot resist the inevitable, so choose instead to embrace it with acceptance and peace. That is a good card because, like, right now, it's not that we're really accepting it, it's just that we're not going to get involved in it because it's too dangerous out there right now. We have to be careful. There's a lot of things going on in this world that none of us really can explain. I'm going to read this one first because this is the Soul Helper Oracle. This is a really good book. This has a lot of good stuff in it. This is a number 31, which is a 4. You're experiencing a spiritual blossoming. Take a new direction and be open to new experiences. And if you look at her, she is naked in the water. And she looks like she's kind of caught suddenly, but she's showing her innocenceness, and she's got the lilies blooming around her, the water lilies, or the lotus flower, excuse me. Those are lotus flowers. The lotus flower represents the union of opposites. It possesses the power and wisdom to fuse light and darkness symbols. The spirit performed and spiritual development. You have drawn this card because you are at the beginning of your soul path and still have much to understand, but that is only natural. We are all on the path of mastery. None of us can claim to be any better or indeed worse than others. We are not in a competition. Retain your innocence and do not fear the dark. It is a wonderful place in which to grow. At some point, we have all momentarily strayed from the light-filled path before choosing to rejoice it once more. Even the lotus has its roots in the deep, dark, cold mud of the lake bed and must reach up through the water towards the light to flower in true, perfect beauty. Only then does it give us the gift of its magical beauty and enchanting fragrance. You have drawn this card because something really profound is about to unfold. It heralds a new chapter of your journey. Take the time to listen carefully, first to your inner voice and then to the world outside. You might hear the call of a new teacher. Be open to your ongoing path of learning, wisdom, experience, and spiritual growth. Your helpers for the next 21 days is the power animal is the owl, the herbal essence is peppermint, the healing crystal is clear quartz, and the number is 4. That was a great message because I really do think we've got something major coming down the path. Number 4 reveals that you need solid structure now more than ever. To feel secure, you need an ordered space. This number brings a sudden burst of energy. Use it to get your life in order. It brings good humor and cheerfulness. Things will be less complicated and life will become easier. Start to be aware of yourself and your body more keenly and take care of your physical needs. Number 4's energy field is the mastery of matter in order to be able to create paradise, wholeness, divine order, and manifestation. That's a good message for us. I keep saying we have to really work on ourselves because we've got some major stuff coming on and we are going to go through a lot of changes. Our world is going to be flipped upside down. Now, this is the Angels and Ancestors Oracle, and this is Kyle Gray. He is my favorite. And all 3 of the books that next are all Kyle Gray. Um, we got the Sky Father, trust in the unknown, and we got the Father card the other day, and we got the Mother, and we've been getting a lot of Father and Mother, and we got the Eagle. See above a different perception. Trust that your path is unfolding exactly as it needs to. You have a personal relationship with the Great Father. Know that he is loving leading you forward. The Sky Father features in many religions and mythologies as the Father God. He's the counterpart to the Earth Mother in many traditions. So this card represents the universal powers that are masculine in essence, the energies that people have called out to and looked up to in times of need and gratitude. Sky Fathers personifies your relationship with the masculine energies of the divine and possibly a very powerful male or father figure too. You are a co-creator of your life, and every thought, feeling, intention, and emotion you have is creating the road ahead. With that being said, you don't need to know every single detail of what is going to unfold before you. When this card appears, you are being guided to step back and get out of your own way, because there is a greater power that is not only around you, but within you. And Sky Father is creating the best experience imaginable for you. Accepting this will allow miraculous energy to come into your life. So see things from a higher perspective. Like the eagle on the card, this card can also appear when there are opportunities to improve the father connection in your life. If your father figure is in heaven, know that his spirit is drawing close. If he is on earth, there's an opportunity to heal something, whether past or present. You know, that's interesting because I'm going to say something that my dad said yesterday. That is the end of this. Okay. Yesterday, when I spoke with my father, which I think is this is weird, he said he forgave me. We never had a problem. We've never fought like that. So I don't know why he forgave me. You know, my dad's 90. He was in the hospital. He was very sick and he was seeing things. He's got the onsets of dementia. And they gave him some medicine. They caught it in time, but he still sees things. And he's seen me working in the hospital in Pennsylvania, which I'm not there. I'm in Florida. And he says, I seen you in the hospital. I said, you did? You know, I just went along with it because I'm not going to sit there and argue about it. He says, why don't you come visit me sometime? He says, I forgave you. And that was interesting. That card said that because I don't know what he forgave, but he must have been holding something that maybe I did or said. I mean, me and my father were always very, very close. So, but we've had words. We've said things to each other over the past. Nothing really bad, but we have said things. We have gotten to arguments years ago when I was young, but maybe he's remembering that. I just thought that Sky Father said that was interesting. Now we got this card, and this is really a cool card because we've never got the Air Guardian shift your perception. And all we had the perception card, a lot of it, we have a different perception. I keep saying, now that I'm older and I look back at my past, my perception is so different. If you would have asked me 15 years ago about my past, I would have told you a whole different past as what I would tell you right now, because my perception is clearer now. I'm looking at it like above and looking down on, thinking, what the hell was I thinking? I'm telling you, our perception is really fogged when we're young. So let's see what the Air Guardian has to say. Change the way you think, and you will change your whole reality. The Air Guardian card represents the angel of the air element. Traditionally, air is all about thoughts, thinking, and everything that happens in the mind. So these angels can help you to overcome any thought that have come back to haunt you from the past and to see the world more clearly. They are guiding you to change the way you think about certain situations. as this could be standing between you and greatness. When this card arises, it's an opportunity to learn about your way of thinking. You are being guided to recognize that not all, I got a hair somewhere. Long hair is fun sometimes, but when it gets on your face, not so fun. Okay. When this card arises, it's an opportunity to learn about your way of thinking. You are being guided to recognize that not all you see is exactly the way you see it. Sometimes the mind can play games, and sometimes our perceptions can be wrong. If you are being challenged or feel that there's a lack of clarity and direction in your life at the moment, there's a good chance that the way you're thinking or what you're focusing on has a lot to do with that reality. You are being guided to open your eyes and your mind, go beyond any limits you have set for yourself, and recognize that the way you see the world is how you will experience the world. Opportunities are moving in your direction, but they will only open up for you if you are ready to do the internal work to support them. That was a great message. I like that message. We also got the elder, healing through the lineage. Your ancestors' guides gather around you at this time. Great healing is unfolding and carving a newfound freedom for your lineage. The First Nations people of Australia are the oldest tribal people still living on the planet. Their historic hunter-gatherer culture and ancient spirituality are rooted in tradition and balance with the earth. This card is in honor of them as sacred earth protectors and the living embodiment of tradition. The elder is the ancestor who comes with a message of healing change. He is an embodied soul, yet he has had journeys that go beyond the physical. Therefore, he presents a reclamation of power. When he appears, it's an acknowledgement that you have the capacity to move beyond the limitations that have been placed upon you. If you have had expectations of success, failure, sadness, or even sickness placed upon you by your family, it's important to know that you are here to create your own story. This card represents personal healing that will bring healing to your family lineage, past, present, and future. The freedom you claim is healing that lovingly support your entire family constellation. That's a great card. I like that card. All right, now we've got the Stag, Trust and Thrive. Come alive and thrive. Stand in your light and glory with grace and majesty. The Stag card brings graceful and powerful medicine in your life. In the Celtic tradition, the stag with his crown of antlers is known as the king of the forest and is a totem and brings protection in challenging times. In Native American traditions, he is greatly loved, for stag and deer have provided food for the people and materials that have allowed them to create medicine items such as drums, rattles, and smudge fans. Although the stag has been hunted in the past and still is, he has strength, dignity, and poise. When this card arises, it can also represent fertility and sexuality. Maybe an opportunity to explore your sexual side, with your spiritual integrity supporting you on your journey. You have an opportunity to thrive. Trust in all that you have to offer, all your gifts, strengths, and power, and make the most of it. You were born to lead, and this can only become reality when you are willing to put yourself in that position. Stag energy allows you to feel safe because the antlers keep away anything that could interfere with your intelligence and presence, and their strength gives you the power to be agile in your thinking. You are being encouraged to retain your dignity and be proud of who you are and all that you've accomplished. This in turn will give you even more power to thrive, onwards and upwards. That's a great message for us. All the cards have been saying onwards and upwards. It's our time to shine. Just like the Goonies says, it's our time. Hey, man, it was their treasure. Now, we got on the gateway of activation, we got third eye activation, brow chakra, inner vision, and clear seeing. And that is what is on the cover. It's like a portal. That's the back of them. The third eye or brow chakra is the energy center found in the middle of the forehead. Between the brows often represents as an eye. It governs all aspects of our vision, including dreaming, reading between the lines, visualization, and even having psychic insight. This card transports us through a gateway representing our spiritual connection, seeing with our inner eye, in our divine right, and our soul self has never forgotten how to do it. In fact, we are often using this specific talent even when we don't realize it. For example, when we imagine something before it happens. This gateway encourages you to unlock your psychic abilities and to stop questioning your divine ability to see. Know that great potential and healing will be unleashed when this space is activated. If you have an intuition about something, trust what you are seeing. This is a sacred time for the psychic potential that you have had since childhood is awakening from slumber. You've always been a dreamer, sometimes thinking about how the future will show up or revisit the past. Now the gifts that have been discouraged in the past are reawakening, and your inner vision is stronger than you imagine. You have an innate ability to see further than human eyes and are able to identify the energies of what is going on around you with your active third eye. This gateway is here as a confirmation that what you are seeing and experiencing is a divine alignment and that you are being supported as you develop this source given gift. I like that. We should develop our psychic abilities, our manifestation abilities, and we should work on it because we do have it. You know, I remember the other day I was watching something and it hit me. You know, as we are going through this spiritual awakening and people look at us like they don't believe that, they don't believe it. Well, they didn't believe Jesus either, and they crucified him. So we've got to remember that they're not right. That's their opinion. And we have an opinion and we have feelings too. So we've just got to remember that right now because a lot of people are going different ways. It's not the same old, same old. Lady Portilla, overcoming limitations, karmic release, let go of the need to be right. Lady Portilla's name means doorway, and she is the spiritual embodiment of justice. As the twin flame of Saint Germain and one of the keepers of the violent flame, a divine energy that can be invoked to aid transformation. She is working closely with light workers to help them overcome low vibrational energies and bust through any blockages that are stopping them from doing their great work. In her many incarnations upon earth, Lady Portilla often found herself in position where she was a voice of justice and balance. Now she can help us uncover past karma and understanding the patterns we may be experiencing now in order to unlock lessons and overcome setbacks. Her presence is powerful yet angelic. Your message, you can begin guided to be, you are being guided to let go of the need to be right or to prove your point. If you are in a heavy emotional or challenging situation right now, there's a good chance that your ego is encouraging you to make decisions that are working against your growth rather than supporting you in being the light that you were born to be. If you are falling into old limitations or old ways or old being, then the only person who is going to be stuck is you. And the universe wants you to be free. It may be hard to hear, but it's time to right your own wrongs in order to be energetically clear. I really like this message for everybody. You have the opportunity to make up for the past injustice. To do this, you have to be honest and see the parts of yourself that you've been avoiding in the past. This will enable you to be supported, guided, and abundant in the future. We all have mistakes we've made. We've all done stupid things. We just have to acknowledge what we've done wrong and try to fix it. Roomy, mystical knowing, breaking boundaries, personal experience of God. I love the Roomy card. Rumi was a 13th century Parisian mystic poet. His words, poems, songs have been highly influential the world over, transcending national borders and ethnic division in describing the direct experience of God. Rumi is now acknowledging as the world's most popular poet. What's most magical about this great man is his ability to shed light on moments that can be deeply painful. In these moments, his words and poems can bring real solace. One of his most loved phrases is the wound is where the light centers. If it shows that even in our darkest, most wounded moments, God will be there to lead us back to wholeness. It's time to move beyond any limitations of the earthly realm that have been placed or forced upon you. It's time to break free of the constraints of family, politics, religion, and anything else that has been telling you who you are or how you need to be. Your connection to the divine must come from personal experience. Trust what you believe and trust what you know. For this, the only way to move forward, this isn't saying you should disrespect or throw away what may be in place around you, but see if there's a way for you to authentically express who you are without causing offense. Rumi's light is with you to help you move beyond the limitations of society or family traditions. Simply remain centered in your heart and let your personal experience of the divine lead the way. It isn't inauthentic to speak to others in their language or through their wording in order to get your point across. What's important is what you feel within and the deep knowing that no matter who you are or where you are loved by the power that created you. I love that card, and that is a perfect way to end this day. We don't have to be loved by the 3D world. We don't even have to be liked by the 3D world. But what matters is our creator, our co-creator of this earth who created us. That is who we need to make sure loves us. And that is who I want to love me. And I'm going to be grateful every day for even things that I didn't get. I'm just going to be grateful because gratitude and grace is what we need to be right now because this world is out of control and we need to be the light in this world of darkness. So, with that being said, I love everybody and may every step in your journey be magical. And you know what? Just be you.